Well, good morning, and a third good morning to each and every one of you all. Some for me, myself, and you. And good morning to everyone. Well, we haven't been down here for about, I would say, maybe 10 weeks or so, and I've seen some real big changes, which we're going to show you in a few minutes' time. But anyhow, we are in the Alleynes Bay on the west coast of the island. I know a lot of you veterans would know here just from the boats that are anchored off land. I know you all pick up the landmarks. I know there's a hardcore West Coasters on here. And I'll say good morning to all of you all, everyone else. I see our surfologist, psychologist on this morning. Welcome back, Ryan. I was wondering where you were, my brother. Anyhow, good to see you here this morning. I see the conductor, I see all of our care team is in place. And I see, of course, you are here as well this morning with us. We're gonna have an amazing end of 2021. That's how we're going to end today, hopefully, with a nice swim, a nice walk on a beautiful beach, and just the usual chatter. You know, I got to get rid of some of the nervous energy that comes with me all the time. Even if I bite my tongue, still wiggling on the inside, so I can't help it. Good morning to all of you all. Now, we mentioned, before I move from here, though, first of all, before I go and think that I had done it already, because I have done it already numerous times, but I want to do it with you all. Let's say the Serenity Prayer. For any of you that would not like to join us, we'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. For all those that would like to join, let's start this off. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Well, today we most definitely will be swimming in the reflections for sure. This is the change here that I have noticed. The last time that we had done down here, I think it was somewhere in September possibly, that we did the Fort Stone to Alleynes Bay. We covered all this section here, and then we've been down with Alleynes Bay a couple of times as well. But I don't think we've covered this section here since then. So it's actually since September that we have not been in this general area. However, this is a big development. I don't really know what exactly is going on here. What I can tell you is obviously I'm imagining that all of the white stones, you've seen the coral stones, they'll be removed. That's just for the tractors to drive out on, to drop the ones on the outside, which look as though they've come from St. Vincent and one in neighbouring islands as catchment groins. So I don't think this is going to be one solid groin going across here. I'm assuming that this will be a couple of catchment groins going across here, and not one solid catchment as we're seeing now. I think that's just a driving section on it. I could be all wrong on that, but you know what I mean? I like to speculate. I'm a pigeon. We just speculate. Now I know that down here you all like to hear the budgies and stuff. I don't know if they're out this morning, but we'll soon find out. But beautiful. As you remember last time we came through here, small little beach, very small beach. We do know that at this time it builds in certain areas. Alleyne Bay is a lot narrower, but it's a lot higher. It's being compacted further up on the beach. We'll see that in a couple of minutes' time, because that's the direction we're going in. It just is that this caught my eye this morning, and I really need to come out here and see what exactly is going on. You know what I mean? Malicious, cautious, and gypsy all in one. Our budgies, for those that like to hear the birds, just listen to them. I'm going to do quietness here, let you enjoy some of the walk right now. Now, as you can see, there's a bird aviary up in there, but there are some Houdinis that have escaped that and are out here flying around like crazy. So I guess anytime anybody goes in there with hundreds of budgies, as soon as they open the door, some of these smart ones get ready and escape. But you can hear how lovely they sound this morning. As I mentioned last time we were here, the beach was very, very narrow, although it started to build a little bit. Very, very narrow. Just check the size of what's happening here since they've laid out this catchment groin. As I said, I do not think this is solid right through. It does not look that way, but I'm not too sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But this section here, at most times a year, no sand whatsoever. Just so you get the bearings of exactly where we are. That house on the end here, the one where you see the signs up doing some construction, that is Alleynes Bay area. That's just the building north of the actual Alleynes Bay house itself. Just beautiful out here though. I'm going to take a peep over this groin and maybe go back the other direction, even if we don't cover the whole beach. But hold on a sec though, this looks as though this could be dippable. Let's have a see. Oh yes, this looks as though we could find a little something here. As you can appreciate, mainly this was all reef before, so we're only going to find a little bit of water and then it's going to go into reef again. But I have on my beach shoes. The sand, as you can see, is very discolored and stuff, and that's because it's the construction area they're working in right now. So it's not that clean really. Water is clean though, transparent, so I'm not going into anything that's dirty, just the color of the sand itself. So beautiful. Ah boy, here we go. We're going to start today off the right way. And that's with a nice little swim and a nice little 360 for you guys. Beautiful morning. Look at how lovely this is and calm and peaceful. My own private swimming pool or jacuzzi. So, sorry you weren't here to join me for it this morning, but that's how life is. Beautiful. I'm going to take it in for you though. Enjoy this. Not to see much in the outside, but we're going to come for that in a little while. Just lovely. Well, that's my first cool down for the morning. No, it is not cold this morning. Water temperature is absolutely perfect. The air is a little bit nippy, and that would be, you know, when you come out of the water, you feel it in just the initial stage, and then it all warms up all over again. But it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here. I'm sure that anyone that's not in Barbados right now is thinking about their next vacation here, or their past vacation if they've just left there. I'm sure they're thinking all about that. I'm sure the memories are flooding you all this morning. I was down by Alleynes Bay earlier on. I was hopefully was going to cover that section. However, when I got to the north end of the beach, the signal had dropped significantly. So I said, well, I'll come back to where it seemed to have been good in the coastline when it came down. And that is where we are right now. We're sort of like looking into Alleynes Bay right now. That's the Colony Club and Coral Reef Hotel in the distance. You see the umbrellas and the sailboats, the catamarans, the little hobie cats and stuff down there. You'll also see this massive groin that's being dropped here. That looks like a permanent groin. That was not there before. They used to have a concrete slab that at certain times of the year, there's an old pier, used to be there. But as you can see, they've done a lot of catchment groins. This is something that's going on along the entire west coast. So you will see this here, like in the whole town area. And then you'll also see this down at Alleyne Beach Village, Haywoods, down in that general area. You will see the same kind of similar situation. They're trying to save the beaches on the west or rebuild the beaches. But this whole property has been redone. You remember when we walked across here a few months back, if you were with us at that time. If you're just here, you can always go back up on YouTube and have a peek at some of the vlogs that we've carried. So we're going to leave here now, sorry. And you can see the actual driving road here. So these boulders will all be moved after the finish line, the outside ones, the dark ones that you're seeing there. Pretty safe to say that now when I'm seeing the actual road on it. Look at the beach that's formed here though. This may only be temporary, because I'm sure as soon as they move the solid structure that goes right across here, you will get a lot of this movement of sand again. But I'm sure the sand you will have a good beach here in the future, hopefully. We'll see. You know, as we're going to follow it, we will see what's happening month by month or whatever the case may be, because you know we travel everywhere. Just beautiful. Something you see a lot on the west coast, the little small Moses boats up and down the coastline. Guys get ready to do some fishing this morning, net fishing. Majority of these, some of these will also have bigger vessels as well, that will then go out. They'll go out and carry them out for days off. You don't find a lot of the ice boats on this section down here. You will find the day boats, like the larger wooden, mainly wooden fishing boats on this side of the island. The ice boats you'll find in the Oystins and Bridgetown areas. Those facilities up there have everything, you know, everything for the boats to restock them, easy access to bringing in massive loads and stuff. Like the West Coast, you have the little small fishing towns. Nice and quaint as it remains, which is beautiful. I can smell the feed from here, the budgie feed from here. No, it's pretty sensitive nowadays. I can smell it for sure. They must have been just fed this morning, but listen to them. It's a pretty nice sound. Almost as nice as the Western Frog. Haven't heard of the Western Frog by me for a few nights now. It's been very, very dry. I don't know if you all are aware, but they usually come up when it's moist and stuff. Otherwise that they remain in areas secluded. But I haven't heard them for a couple of days. I'm hearing the crickets. They're certainly making up for it for sure. There's a continuous high-pitched whistle. That's continuing going on every day. But Western frogs, a lot more scarce now than they were a couple of weeks ago when we were getting a little bit of rain. Now this is one of the public accesses to this beach here, to this actual beach itself. I think it's called Queen's Drive, if I remember correctly. It is just after you would pass the Royal Westmoreland right hand turn or the left turn that will carry into Colony Club. It is the next road that goes off onto the left if you're going towards Spikestown. You could drive down inside there. Please park sensibly though, because it is a residential area. I wouldn't really have advocated coming down here before driving down in here, because it would be very difficult to get around this point. But now we're seeing a little bit of sand here, as you can see. This would be here at most times at low tide. In this time of year, not in summer. Summer you really wouldn't find much sand in this section at all. Well, not in norm anyway. Now the last time we were down here as well, and we walked this point here, they did have sand around the outside of this section. We were talking, or I was talking about the steps that had been removed. This whole wall here is new. Originally it was only sod stone that was in this section, mainly sod stone. And there was sod stone right around. But that is a new set of concrete wall that's been put up there, and they've put back these steps and everything to enable us to get around this point. Because at most times a year, no sand here on this section. That may change with the catchment growing, so. Just beautiful. There was supposed to be a north swell yesterday. That did not happen at all. I checked some of the webcams yesterday evening, and all the catamarans were way down in Gibbs Bay and stuff. So that north swell definitely missed. I've checked the specs this morning, and they're putting it from the east and slightly from the northeast swells, going into more easterly with a little piece of south later on into the weekend. Next week at least, I should say. So maybe you get some surf on the south coast, but right now you'd have to go over to Bashaba and pray the winds are light. But we are expecting lots of gusts. I would imagine over there is very wind blown at the moment. Now you will remember this beach from last time we were here, and many of you that have been staying in this section will know this beach extremely well. You'll see how high the beach is being compacted up and the angle going off. So there's a lot of sand here. It's just pushed right up on onto higher elevation. Very, very popular surf break just off where these buoys are, showing in a few minutes time. It's called Miramar. Nothing here right now, but it's what we call Miramar, and that was named after the hotel that used to be here. I don't know if there's a new name to it, but I stick with the ones that I used to know when I used to surf. Coming in right, we're seeing that small little peak there. Nothing on it, as I said, no swell whatsoever in the west coast really. Just a tide change swell from what you can see. Tide is going low, should be low just about 7:30 or something. Maybe in another hour or so. But beautiful villas down here as well. Lovely accommodations if you want some Airbnb, if you're here for long-term rentals. You know, beautiful places, absolutely beautiful. I don't know what the Old Year's Night celebrations, we call it Old Year's Night. I know a lot of you all call it New Year's Eve, but we call it Old Year's Night in Barbados. I don't know what a lot of celebrations are, but I did put up one yesterday for some old and goldies in the town area if you want to go and dance and stuff. I won't be going to it because right now I'm just trying to keep myself out of large crowds. I'm just trying to keep it like on a one-to-one basis with all of the family and friends, just playing it safer you know, because things are still a little bit uncertain. So just playing my safety part. Look at how perfectly glass this is. Any all boatmen or watermen, you would know beautiful eyes right now. No bouncing, just flying and going down. Beautiful. All right, nice spot for a little 360 for you. Here we go. Just stunning. You can hear the lapping on the shore break. That is the area where you would have the what we'll call the drop off here. On most of the west coast beaches, just off of where the sea line is, there's a drop off. It's the undertow with the incoming swell that sucks the sand out, and also because of the angle of the beach as well. So the drop off this morning, I would imagine, is pretty intense. We're not going to go down it right now, but you can see how it gets dark. Actually, it doesn't look too bad right here now. I see a lot of sand in this general area. Doesn't look too bad, but we're going to chat later on because you know we're going back in the sea for another swim shortly. For any of you newcomers on board, people that are actually joined already or in your friends list and stuff, for any of you that are just viewing this here today, hi, good morning, whether it be on YouTube or whether it be on Facebook Live, remember that the only way you can make comments as you're seeing them coming up, all the love and care that's being shared amongst all of our family, the only way that you can join into that is to become a friend or be a friend of a friend who is actually online. Otherwise that you're going to try and you're going to be you're not be able to get any kind of writing up or any comments up or any care going on, because you're just not able to go out without being a friend or a friend of a friend who's on. Geez, that was very fast. Hope I didn't confuse you. Confuse myself almost. Greater Bay Hotel used to be much bigger than this. They actually had a main block that used to run up the center of the property here, just behind this bar that's close down to us. However, and the main house itself, where the reception area used to be, that is all gone now. They now have just beautiful condos, magnificent grounds, just beautiful property. For all of you folks that like to come on the beach, well, I should say for all of us folks that like to come on the beach and have a drink with us in hand, whether it be soft, strong, or intermediate, you see these people have everything here for you. All the drink holders, glass holders, and everything for you. So if you're staying here, you know it's treated like royalty. Just gorgeous. So you see how high this elevated sand is. It is really high. It's been pushed right up. So you know it is. And down below, as you can see, very little sand. It's not often that we see these rocks here for sure. Reflections. How beautiful. You know, down the west coast, you don't get to see the actual sunrise, but boy, do you not get treated to beautiful views. Just stunning views all around. It's like looking at mirrors and glass. It's just perfect. I put some EMCs on the beach, but I can't remember where I put them. So we may have passed them already and you may have picked them up. But I did put down about 3 or 4 of them this morning. I felt in an artistic mood. Jeez. I feel so unfit right now. These people can run on the sand. Me, I barely walk in. But then again, I'm in no rush. I'm just absorbing everything around me. For any of you that know this beach, for any of you that spent time on this beach, breathe it in, because you're feeling this, you're remembering this here. Enjoy that sensation. Now the only way to access down here now is through the security gate and stuff, so you're not really be able to come in here unless you have clearance to come through, or if you're a guest here, But they do obviously have water sports facilities down here as well, so you may be able to, you know, if you are doing something from down here like diving or whatever, you could possibly access here from the road itself. However, this is where the left is from. This is where it breaks from, approximately right in the center of the screen just there. When it gets big, that is where it will break from. Not, it's a left, yeah, correct, I think it said left. But that is a very, very short, steep, powerful, and sometimes deadly surf break. For those of you that have witnessed out here when it has been big, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Last time we were down here, I was talking about the breakfast, smelling everything. Now, some of you may know, some of you may not know I'm vegan, but I can still smell everything I used to eat. And sometimes I have to actually think of the animal itself to get away from thinking of going to eat some of it. But you know what I mean, I'm sort of like a little bit more tied into nature and stuff now. So yeah, I'll eat the plants. You all can have everything else that goes with it. Beautiful morning. Now this groin here is actually, a lot of that is broken off. That you see a little further out. A few months ago, I think probably if you check some of our earlier vlogs of down here, you would see that that was a lot longer out there. It has broken off at the end and dropped into the water. I'm smelling coffee. Yep. Now everybody knows I'm a coffee fan, so have a look at this beautiful place. So to me, this is one of the nicest hotels on this island, and I'm not talking about the inside. I'm talking about the cosmetics from the outside, because it's maintained its low structure. It has not gone stories high. It has just got a long expanse to their property. It goes forever, it appears, and they've kept it just at the 3 floors bottom and then 2 floors above, which has kept it below the tree line, which makes it just fit right in. I mean, cosmetically, to me, this is one of the most beautiful hotels, especially on the west coast, because it's really long and it's trimmed out. All the coconut trees are well trimmed out. You know, there's not a lot of big trees around. It is just beautiful. And as you can see, no matter where you sit on your balcony, you can enjoy the ocean through the transparent front. It's beautiful. Just lovely. Look at the high elevations in the restaurant here as well. I mean, that is a beautiful, cool dining. Absolutely stunning when these torches are lit. I know there's a friend on board here that stays here quite often, and I'm sure, like, now she's telling you about how amazing here is. Going again. A long beach as well. When I walk up from where I park, because I park over on the opposite side of the road, I'll show you where I came down, if I remember when I get there. Hopefully I will, but I'll show you where that is. I'll give you a general outlay of where you can park and stuff here, but walking to where we started from this morning felt like forever, because the sand here, the angle on it, a little aggressive, and as you can see, the sand above, deep thick sand. Beautiful. Just lovely property. You know, I don't have to stay in these here to appreciate these. You know, that's one thing about it. You know, I am actually blessed with that, or recently blessed with that ability. Can see stuff, appreciate it for its beauty, but don't actually have to want it or desire it. That's an amazing thing for me. That is serious growth. At one time, everything I saw I wanted to buy. That's for sure. That's where my happiness lay. My happiness doesn't lay there anymore. Not at all. Just beautiful conditions here. I think we're going to take a little dip here again. Maybe we could talk about the drop off as well. Let me see what kind of swells coming through. Make sure I don't go set right into place it's breaking. Alright, let's have a experience of the drop off here. It's quite a bit of walk. It's a little bit pebbly. Yeah, it's a good drop off. Maybe on another up and down. So I would say it's not too bad today. But if you have any challenges, if you have hip problems, you know, just when you're coming into West Coast, be cautious. Actually, all over the island, be cautious, because you do get drop-offs in South something too, but the West Coast is notorious for a drop-off. This morning, it's not bad. There are multiple layers here where I am. They're up and down, they're like ridges and valleys. Quite beautiful. water temperature is actually warmer than the air, and that is the truth. It's feeling so warm, like, you know, it's absolutely perfect. I can't use any other word but perfect right now. It's calm, it's clear, it's really, really soft. It's a beautiful, beautiful water texture, beautiful water temperature. If you're on the island, I know you're going to see shortly. I know if you're on the south, you'll be getting a lot more wind, so you're not going to have the same effect that I'm having here right now, but you will certainly have a beautiful morning and a beautiful day. Is this not just beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful resort. Absolutely stunning. Now, you know me, I don't say I have an old memory because I'm a young fella, but I have a very well-used memory. So as I remember things, I will mention them. On the 21st of January, we would actually have been broadcasting for 1 year. 1 year EMC Daybreaks lives. We actually started taking records in April. I think it was the 7th of April, somewhere around there. But we actually started our first live vlog on the 21st of January. I think that was at the Hilton Beach. So it's almost a year of celebration for us. Let me just get you up a little bit. Yeah, the care team, they came on board one by one. Started off with our driver. She was known as the commander. She would get everyone together. Then hopped on our conductor, Mr. Ray Cope, who came up with the ingenious idea of actually having bus tour, the magical bus tour. Then we were joined by Cheryl, who I call my head cheerleader. She came on board, and then when it got so busy that Cheryl could no longer handle it, she recruited on what we call our care team. Our care team, we've had always 3 care team members. We've had some have gone off, or one that's gone off because of her work commitments and stuff. But imagine, these people come on every morning that I'm on, every day that I'm on, and share love and kindness and care, and they dedicate themselves, and there's no monetary reward. It is done for just satisfaction of doing what we're supposed to do. That's bringing you this beauty and this love and this peace and this kindness as we're supposed to do. This is what we do. This is our job. This is our mission. This is our journey, and this is what we do for God. So to all of them, I'd like to say that as well. We also, you know, we have quite a large number of people. We also have our notorious munchkins. I warned you about them this morning. Those fellows, we have a baker who will prepare all kind of treats. He'll bring them on board, and then he will eat them all before you get a chance to eat them. Our conductor, he's also one as well. So if he tells you you got to leave a treat to get on board the bus this morning, he's telling you lies. They only got to leave a smile. So they have some crafty men. There are 5 of those munchkins. I will itemize everyone later on today, as I always do with our star-studded cast. But I just want to mention them verbally this morning. And I want to thank them and also you for making the EMC what it is. This is originally started out, before we started lives, as just bringing you the beauty of Barbados. It has transformed now. The beauty of Barbados is our backdrop. But what we do is we bring you the peace, the joy, the happiness. And we start the day with positivity and love and kindness. And we offer hope. We offer hope to ourselves, and we offer hope to you, so that everyone can get through these challenging times and start the day in the right way. No matter what the day brings to you, look at the start you're having. Imagine the ones that are not having this morning. The ones that don't have anybody to turn to and say good morning, or just share love. I've seen people come on here in the beginning who were very quiet. Very, very quiet and very shy. And there are now some of the people that are spreading the most joy and care and love. So it will show you how this has the ability to transform. For me, it is God-given, a God-given journey. Everyone that's on here follows a light. The light is positive. Whatever their light may be, it is not important to me. It is only important to them. So long as it's positive, I am so happy that they're able to find something to follow in this day and age. Beautiful. Alright, so that's enough of that for now. I'll talk a little more, remember, later on. Because you know me, I'm going to run my mouth. I'm going to forget something. I'm going to still forget something, but I'm going to forget something less now, since I just told you what I had to tell you. Today, we are going to be looking for a sunset, the last sunset for the year 2021. We're going to do it on a high resolution. We're not doing a live vlog. We're going to put that on a high resolution. Tomorrow morning, we won't be doing a lot of walking, but we will be doing a New Year's broadcast. On that New Year's broadcast will be brought to you live. It will also be brought in the high resolution 4K and put up onto YouTube later in the day as well, because I want to share the beauty of the last sunset of 2021 and the first sunrise of 2022 in the best possible resolution and quality that I can with you, so you can really see what we're offering here in this island, if you didn't know already. You can enjoy this little bit of a photo op here. This is just something just pull. I can pull this camera anywhere and give you a photo op, but this one here is one where the camera settles now. Enjoy for a few seconds. We have hundreds of followers. Actually, we have thousands. I think last time we looked at it was like 1.37 K followers on YouTube. A lot of them are not following us on Facebook. A lot of them have been coming up to me on the beaches recently and say, hey, I watch you on YouTube. And I say, you're on Facebook? No, and I try and bring them over to Facebook so they can join this platform, because this is where the magic is. This doesn't just have the beauty, this is the magic. I even had someone ask me the other day, or say the other day, too much talking. But what they didn't realize is that all these are live. And that, of course, I'm talking to my family who is here sitting with me, sharing love and talking to me as well. So anyone on YouTube, when you hear a lot of talking, it's not that I just like to run my mouth to a video. I'm actually talking to close sometimes to 100 people on here. We were at one time 120 something people. However, with the time change, with all the holiday festive seasons, etc., we're down a little bit. That's not the concern. The concern would be if there was no one on, because that would be a concern for me. The numbers are not really an indication, because the only thing I can say is that the more, the better. But if they're less, it's not a problem, because if there's one person that can be touched today by what we're offering, the care team and myself are going to go home very, very happy people. Now you see how bad my memory is. I told you I was going to forget. I didn't forget though. I forgot until they passed. The entrance to Alleynes Beach that we're on right now is down this hill here. It is approximately, I would say, maybe a quarter mile or somewhere around there before you get to the St. Francis Church. And that's going from Bridgetown in the direction of Spikestown. Now the parking here is extremely, extremely tight. You park in a residential area that's opposite this actual walkthrough. Please adhere to the signs up in there. Please do not park where they say no parking. Please remember that the people in this neighborhood is their home. You know, if they want to get out, or they need to get out or get in on an emergency or any other way, even if it's just for their pleasure, they need to be able to access their property. So when you're coming down here, please park with that in mind. Be conscious of those around you. Remember what it would be like if you came out of your home and someone came and parked their vehicle and blocked your entrance, how it would feel. Just always put yourself in the other person's shoes, and that can sometimes help. We're not going to go too much further down. We've had a really good walk this morning. We're approaching 45 minutes, somewhere in that kind of time frame. I'm not rushing it by any means. I'm going to get into that next bit a little further on and take a swim though. I'm not stopping yet, not till I get one more swim under the belt. Now you will remember, or you may have heard of here burning down a few days ago. I think it's the Juju's bar. Unfortunate. My conductor actually called me and notified me before I even knew. So that would tell you how off I am with what's going on around me. I actually, to be honest with you, I really don't check the news, whether locally or internationally. You know, if it comes up and I see something that, someone tells you something that may catch my attention, I will come and have a look at it. But otherwise, I don't go near negatives. I try and flood my mind with positives. I only think of positive things all the time. And that way, then I'm hopefully able to generate that to everyone that I come in contact with. I have plenty of negatives in my life to worry about other negatives that really don't affect me, or other negatives where you're not sure if they're true or if they're false. So I leave that alone. I see a beautiful photo up here for you all guys. Let me just get my right angle on it here for you. There you go. Lovely coconut tree. leaning into the surf. Lone Star restaurant, just beautiful. You see so much work going on the coastlines right now. Everyone is, trying to offer something better. People are beginning to feel optimistic about, about the future again. So, people are coming and investing heavily into new properties and new businesses and new ideas as well. Okay, well, you all can do your all selfie with your all's camera, but you know me, I'm gonna say good morning to you all now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's not who's saying good morning to you, it is just me and myself. So leaving him in the shade today, getting a little more love and attention. Another photo up for you folks. Absolutely stunning. So guys, this will be our last broadcast, live broadcast. I should say it should be. I can't really say it will be, because if something occurs and I think I need to bring it to you all, I'm going to bring it to you all. But this is the planned last live broadcast for the year 2021. I can only say it's been a pleasure being with you all. As I said already, what we will be doing over this afternoon and into tomorrow, even if I have to go out with an umbrella and get the sunset, or an umbrella and get the sunrise, I will be doing so for you. That will be the last sunset of 2021 and the first sunrise for 2022. That's if God spares life, of course. I'm just going to go for a little more swim down in here. This is one of the most popular spots here for the catamarans. They'll come and tie off out here. Very, very popular location. It's just off of Alleynes Bay, but just to the south of Alleynes Bay itself. Very popular out here. So what I'll do is I'd like to give you, let me get rid of this here and this pants here. It's got me here like a flotation device. Let me give you something really nice as our last official silent 360 waterborne EMC style. I hope that you all have had a good 2021 with the EMC, because it's almost a year now. So we did start in January, so I can say we've had almost a full year. I hope you all have enjoyed it. I hope you found the peace and the happiness and the serenity that we say we are experiencing and feeling. For those that are new members on here, I hope you all will come and join us. Again, I hope you just don't come on this one time. We're always here every day except for Wednesday and Sunday. We're on broadcasting live. What I will say is tomorrow there will be no attendance report. So therefore comments are going to be, or my return or reply to your comments are going to be very, very scattered and sparse, because tomorrow I want to start 2022 meeting as many of the EMC family as I can possibly meet on the beaches. So I'm going to be all over the place tomorrow. I'm going to be like Punka, bunks in everywhere, just having a good day, and hopefully greeting everyone and bringing love and the happiness and the cheer and the positivity that Barbados has to offer. To each and every one of you all, please be careful tonight. Remember, Old Year's Night is just like any other day. Big celebration, of course, change of the year. However, every day is the same. Every day we have to give praise, and we have to give thanks, and we have to give gratitude for what God has given us. So please be careful, protect that vessel. Do not go there tonight and do a lot of nonsense and then tomorrow end up on a sick bed or carry that to someone else. You know, just be wary of what you're doing. Be conscious of what is going on around you, and obviously try and spread your love, cheer, and happiness. But you can do that from a distance. You don't have to be right up hugging up the person. I am one of the guilty ones who like to hug, because I'm Bajan. We like to hug, and we like to kiss on the cheek, and we like to do that to everybody, even people that we do not know. We will do that too. So that will tell you how us Bajans are. But I need to remember that, and I hope you will also do the same. Have a great, safe Old Year's night. Hopefully it's filled with peace, and that it's filled with joy, and it's filled with happiness, and it's filled with promise of and hope for a new year, 2022. From me, our lovely, kind, and caring care team, our devouring and terrible munchkins. Nah, they're full of love, share love like crazy, but you gotta feed them for the love though. And from every one of us to each one of us, happy Old Year's Day, and I wish you all an amazing 2022. Love you all.